Hey everybody, welcome back to Vibes and Vines. I'm Kira Matalasi, a plant mother, and is there something on this sweater? And a music lover, and I am here today to give you a May backyard update. So up first, we have what I like to call the of the yard. Damn dog! So you see, that still exists. The succulents are coming back that were kind of cut off. There's all this lemon balm. I just had it cut because it started to go to flower. And when plants start go to flower, they lose their potency in the leaves. There's some various lemon balm because it planted itself. And if y'all see all of these are carrots. I know some of my carrot stuff got blown away, but damn. And then, oh my god, is this a tomato plant? No, that's not a tomato plant. And then this random lettuce leaf. There's one right there. And there's one right here, like a whole romaine baby. So hopefully this continues to grow out. I planted out some, here's the second lemon balm bush. So full. I also planted a fern here, but then California decided to like have a fucking 5-month long winter. So, but now a new little curly frilly baby's popping up, and it's gonna be a nice pretty leaf. So hopefully it's dark green. And these little mamas are gonna be just some birdseed mix that I found, are like a pollinator bunch. There's some growing right here, there's some growing like this. So if you know what these are by like the foliage, let me know in the comments below, okay? Since the last time you saw these have just grown so much over the winter that you can barely see the little fairy door. I don't know if I showed you all this last time, but it's just some cuttings my grandma gave me. And this got hella big. Like when I put this in the pot, it was like this big. And then the baby tears did exactly what I wanted them to do. Like, I'll get some footage of how like bare rooted the palm tree was and how these didn't cover it earlier when I first planted this. But right now, continue to see the grayness. Like, look at all of this. Like, what's going on under here? Something ran over these pieces, but oh well. This is some jasmine that we got. I put it in the shade because it was getting too hot, but the buds are starting to come back up. If you can see, little yellow dots. And this gorgeous little queen is going to be called a fuchsia, I believe. Really, really long. I couldn't pass her up when I saw her at Lowe's. The only bummer is she is an annual plant. If you didn't know, annuals are typically like plants that you plant throughout the year. They're really cute and then they die back and they don't come back the next year. And perennials are plants that you plant in the ground, they could die back, but then the root system's still there. So when springtime comes up, they just grow back again. But yeah, these are just absolutely gorgeous. Like, I just could not pass them up. And right when I stuck them out here, bugs were flocking like crazy. I put it right underneath my orange tree. All these little dots, these are gonna, if they survive, which I think they are because they look strong, when they're about to die, this gets really yellow and then they break off. But these look like really, really ready to go, like an orange tree. So, ooh, oh my god, I almost fell on this. That would not have been good. Yeah, this baby, here's an update. They got very big. I planted some marigolds right here and some cilantro that I had just decided to grow. Out of nowhere, I thought the seeds had died and now they're about to flower. I forgot what kind of flowers these are, but like, beautiful, really beautiful. And that's all from seed. Right here we have these purple flowers. They look like stars. I think I could find footage of that and I'll put it here if not. These are actually called Nana flowers, which plant themselves so deep. So when we actually got this plant, it was probably like this big. And then it expanded because we didn't think it was gonna live. But then look at this. It just started popping up new flowers, and I guess it just wasn't having a year. And then this year's its year. Oh no, I just had an eye booger. So sorry if you saw that. Oh yes, this hibiscus bush started growing up out of nowhere, and I think I want to pour boiling water on it instead of like weed killer, just to kill the root base, because I don't want this hibiscus here. Like, baby, go somewhere else, honey. I don't want you here. You're beautiful, but like, I don't know. Let me know if I'm being too harsh in the comments. If you want me to keep the hibiscus, I shall keep it. If y'all want me to burn the roots, I will burn the roots. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I also got these lemon licorice helichrysums, and they're kind of looking like janky, low-key, but they're just acclimating to the soil. And at the center is going to be yarrow. Now, if you live in Southern California, if you live in really dry climates, yarrow is going to be your best friend. It's a great herb. I can't think of what it exactly does right at this moment, but I know it does have a lot of healing and medicinal properties. It's a really gorgeous plant. It's really, if you're thinking, oh, it looks fuzzy, it is. It's beautiful. It's nice and soft. Yes, I did end up planting my white sage. And after I planted it, it went to flower. It started to put out this nectar. You see how there's, I don't know, kind of some bugs right here. A lot of plants when they're flowering, they secrete this foam that's about this big. Rosemary does it too, to attract the pollinators to it. But look at these gorgeous, like, just purple hued flowers. So hopefully it just seeds itself in my garden somewhere naturally and it just falls, because this whole thing I want to just be like bushes of stuff I can just grab or just look at, you know. So damn, those flowers are so fucking fragrant. I literally, it smells so good. But now this part, just hear me out, okay? So yeah, this looks really horrible, okay, upon first sight. What happened here, it was raining so much. Like I said, we had a really long winter, and that side of my yard does not get good drainage, if any drainage at all. Yeah, it just flooded and was keeping this rosemary wet. And if y'all do not know, rosemary it loves California. It can grow into hedges. It loves its dry weather. And it does better in really poor soils. So the reason why I know that is because I planted a really small rosemary, and I was just like, if you grow, you grow. And look at this, it's so big now. So I was like, okay, if I can plant it up here, it'll end up looking like that. And then look, that didn't used to be there. It used to just be all dead, but pink. This looks like a crystal. It's probably just a rock, but it looks cool, so I'm gonna keep it. Ideally, I want to have this just kind of be like a hedge right here, kind of going up to here, and then do like a hedge of something else over there, just to play to their strong suits, because over there is too wet compared to like up here. But I don't even think I showed y'all this, but I planted fava beans in front of the other orange tree, and look at this. The reason why I planted them was so that this orange tree, who's normally takes on like a lot of yellow leaves, would have some other crop to pull moisture from if it needs it, but 2, to keep it shady so the soil doesn't dry out as much under the tree, so it can retain more moisture. And then 3, these are cover crops, so they are very nitrogen. They produce a lot of nitrogen, which is perfect for a citrus tree. It's not going to help with the fruit production, but it's just good to keep like healthy, nice green foliage, especially in poor like California soils. And this little baby is our lemon tree. So she got nice and tall, okay? She has a few little 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 fruity tooties. Here's some more little fruities. Now over here we have a lime tree, and I will flash back to how this used to look right here. Phew, because that was atrocious. That wasn't looking good. It was like super lime green, not looking cute. And then I was like, you know what? Fertilizer. And here are the little vines that I clipped off, and I'm trying to train to go up this palm tree. Damn, those birds. Update, all the mint died. It's trying to make a comeback, but like, I don't know what's gonna grow here, but it's gonna be something real low maintenance, maybe like succulents. The fountain's working. I got a Christmas cactus. I got a monstera that I tried to grow outside, but it's not working. I put one of those purple succulents in here. Here's some thyme, some broccoli that decided to pop up out of nowhere, and then some of these philodendrons right here, and then some more succulents. So here's my cute messy little table with seeds. You shouldn't keep your seeds outdoors, so I'm a bad example. Don't listen to me for this stuff. Other stuff, yes. I have some stuff popping off in the greenhouse. I just planted like 2 days ago, so nothing's popping up. But I think I'm saving these like 2 tomato plants. I just made some soil super wet in a cup. I took these off of the tomato plants I planted and just stuck them in with rooting hormone. This is what I'm referring to when I talk about rooting powder. It's just like growth hormone, so like even if you have a tree cutting, super good to use that. Last thing is I covered this thing in sod. Got some sunflowers over here. I planted, with someone very close to me, I planted some flowers, okay, amidst tomato plants. So these marigolds can be like, hey yo, pollinate me please. And then basil. This is my 3rd generation Italian Genovese basil. It has such like a rich sweetness, and each year these basil just get so great. And once these start to get a little bit taller, like if I wanted to, you see how it's grown up so tall, I can be like, you know what, that's nice, but I'm gonna cut this leaf off and these, and that'll make these tiny leaves, these set of 2 leaves, grow super big. So it's just, basil is such a great thing to grow accidentally. I have a 2nd gen dark opal purple basil in there, but I'm gonna water this, and then yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for your patience just with me and my channel, and just coming back and supporting. Again, it really means a lot. This is about a week later from when I filmed. Rearranged a few things, put down some new soil for the year, which is like a 2-in-1 kind of mulch sort of deal. So all these flowers look really happy and are about to bloom. There's a bunch of carrots just everywhere. You could see the romaine lettuce has grown so much just because the soil was lacking in nutrients. There's some wild onions growing. Yeah, I stuck these philodendrons over here. Everything's doing well. These grew more crazy, so I have to make sure they're not going in the neighbor's yard. I set up some whole new digs over here, so now the hibiscus plant's right here. This is coming back, the Trandescantia. We got peppermint, different kind of sunflowers that are gonna start coming back. I just repotted them. The basil's popping up and doing so great. And then look at the tomatoes. So there's little tomatoes. Yeah, and then the marigolds are doing good. Need to water some more because I planted some basil in here to deter the pest as it starts to get bigger. But yeah, and then I planted a tomato plant over here that I got at the nursery, and it was about this tall when I planted it. I took a vacation for 3 days, and now I come back, it looks like this. The beans, after I left, went crazy. This one's the tallest in the back, and it is almost as tall as me. But the cool part that I noticed, if you look through these beans, is some of them did get pollinated, so some are actually growing little beans for me to eat. So none of them are ready quite yet, but yeah, I just think it's really, really cool growing your own stuff. So yeah, and then these started blooming. These are Lily of the Niles. These have really nice, pretty flowers. Don't know if they're gonna be purple or white this year, so we'll see. But yeah, here's an update of the backyard. Oh, wait. Here's the inside of things. So here's all my cucumbers, my calendulas I planted. And we go down here. Here is a sucker that I took from a tomato plant and then there's 2 more suckers, so I'm gonna get a lot of tomatoes this year. And here are all different kinds of basil. I believe I planted Emerald Tower basil, standard Genovese basil, and then I think maybe holy basil is one of those. This is a plant that sagged. It's a type of sage. We'll see how it does though. I did put hormone stuff in here. Same with this one. This is an orange tree cutting that I took, and I'll see how it does. But yeah, here's the update. I'll plant these guys soon. And same with these. These tomato plants have a lot of suckers, so I'm doing this year and so happy. And yeah, this Mexican sage is gonna go in the front yard, as is this. I'm trying to get a lot of native plants going on, but here's my backyard update. I'm here to give y'all a backyard. I literally, I think my flowers self-seeded them last year into my neighborhood.